Welcome back to Yoshi Entertainment, everybody. So, just recently, an NBA player by the name of Josh Giddey, who is from the Oklahoma City Thunder, has been in the news and media as of late because he has allegations of being involved with a minor, so to speak, going around against him. Now, I said allegations because at this point, that is literally all that they are. Allegedly, some person on social media, I don't know if it was somebody who he knew personally or some random person, claimed that they saw him in a photo, in a video with a high school minor, and that information, that allegation, made its way, of course, to the blogs, to the social media outlets. Now, I haven't seen the video, I haven't seen the photos, I don't even know if they actually do exist. Like I said, this is all allegations because they don't even know for sure, I guess, if it was actually him in the photos with the girl, whoever it was, or if the photo and the videos, like I said, even exist. But he is under investigation. Now, they asked him, okay, what do you have to say about this? And he basically said, I have nothing to say. Now, the reason why this blew up a little bit the way that it did, especially on Twitter, is because people are comparing it to the situation with Ja Morant whenever he posted the link, whenever he was on live with with the weapon, if you will. Of course, they got mad. We all know who they is, and they set him down for X amount of games. They didn't want him to play, etc., etc. And this young man who is under investigation for possibly being involved allegedly with a minor, like I said, allegations, he is still allowed to play, apparently, allegedly. So I can understand why people feel a certain kind of way, why they feel like there's a double standard being created that is unfair, because if they set Ja Morant down for flashing a weapon and posting the link, then they should have set him down while he was being investigated. Because, of course, the last thing we want is for somebody to be playing ball who's possibly doing something that they don't have any business doing. Now, like I said, on YouTube, y'all know the drill. We have to say allegations, allegedly. And once again, I do understand why people feel the way that they feel. And even though it's an investigation and they're not 100% sure, they don't have concrete proof, I do think that they should sit him down for a couple of games, at least until the investigation is complete. Now, let's talk about something that we really have to address that a lot of people are not going to like to hear, but I really don't care because I'm here to address and talk about the truth. For some odd reason, after everything that has happened with these ball players, people keep forgetting these basketball players, these football players, whatever kind of ball player they are, they work for these people, the people that are at the top, so to speak. They have investors. They have people that they wear on those jerseys. They all have a brand, so to speak, that these ball players are essentially representing whenever they put that jersey on, whenever they are representing or playing for these teams that they're playing for. And also, those people at the top are essentially their employers. Now, in any other job, any other time, you are representing a brand, you are an ambassador, so to speak, you are, representing some kind of investor of something. There are certain things that they do not want you to do, certain things they don't want you to represent while representing them, certain scandals they do not want you involved in while you're representing them, because that would look badly back on them. And they're not about to pay somebody. I don't care how good you are at the job. They're not about to pay somebody to bring a reproach upon their name. I don't like it when people say, oh, these ball players, they just need to go out on the field, go out on the court and play ball because that's what they're being paid to do. Because at the end of the day, those are men with, dreams, hopes, aspirations, their own thoughts, their own thought processes. But that is how, like I said, these people at the top, the people who own these teams, that's how they look at these men. They look at them like units, almost like stock to be traded. That's what they look at them as. And they expect them, if they're paying them, like I said, to abide by their rules, once again, and not bring a reproach on their name in the form of saying or doing something that's goofy or crazy that's going to bring a reproach upon their name. When Ja Morant set up on the live stream and flashed the weapon, and everybody was saying, oh, well, maybe he was just going through something, or maybe this was just a lapse in judgment. Maybe, just maybe, he was in contact with bad communication and they were the ones that was influencing him to do this. Everybody was still trying to be supportive. I believe they kind of let it slide, but of course, that was most certainly something that was going to bring a reproach. Then he apologized, and what did he say? That he wasn't going to do it again. And what did he do? The exact same thing once again. That was when everybody was saying, oh my God, son, what is wrong with you? Why would you do this a second time? unless you just, you're lacking in common sense, or you refuse to use the common sense that God gave you, or you just don't want to be famous, or you don't want to play basketball. Clearly, that's the only reason I could think of that he would do that for a second time. Clearly, you must not like getting paid to do something that we all thought you liked to do. And also, people were saying he should be ashamed of himself because there's a lot of young black kids who wish that they could be doing what he's doing for a living. He's throwing it in the trash, doing stupid stuff. But they set him down for a couple of games, and a lot of people were going back and forth saying, well, why did they sit him down? He didn't break the law. I'm going to be honest, I thought it was rather questionable for people to even say that, because even though he didn't break the law, he still flashed a weapon on a live stream where there could have been children, more than likely were children watching, which is immediately a very bad influence on the children that could have been watching, point period blank. And once again, if that didn't sit well with the people who own the team that he's playing for, or any kind of investors, people of that nature, like I said, the people that are high up there, if it didn't sit well with the people who pay to watch him play, they're saying, oh, well, your player is over here flashing weapons on live streams, like I said, where our children and other impressionable individuals could have been watching. If these are the kind of people that you have running up and down your court, we don't want to watch anymore. That's direct money out of their pockets. Like I said, they're not about to pay anybody to bring a reproach or cause them to lose money over doing dumb stuff. So there really should have been no question as to why he was set down for X amount of games. Was 25, because that was the alleged number of games he was set down for. Was that, maybe a bit much? I can agree that that was a bit much. But once again, there should have been no question as to why he was set down. Now, to address something even more controversial that a lot of people don't want to address, with, the whole double standard that I mentioned earlier, that I did see and I said it was unfair. But once again, why do people keep acting like they don't know this? I've mentioned this before and I'll mention it again. Young black men, young black women, they don't have the room nor the luxury to make dumb decisions, unwise decisions. Unfortunately, they will always be under a microscope that other people will not be under. You cannot go out into the world, especially in certain places, and act like you have no home training, like you have no common sense, like you have no ability to use wisdom and do the right thing. And then also on top of that, have the audacity to cry about when other people do it, why it's not fair that you are the one who gets the short end of the stick, when, like I said, we all know this, especially in places like the NFL, the NBA. Like I said, we've seen this happen to a host of different players down through the years who look like Ja Morant. But this should come as no surprise to anybody. Yes, it's messed up. Yes, it's not fair. But it should be all the more reason and motivation to do the right thing. And how much talent a player, a man or a woman has nothing to do with it. We all know that to some degree Ja Morant is talented, is skillful, because he wouldn't be in the NBA if he wasn't. But once again, those people at the top, the people who own these teams, who run these teams, they couldn't care less about how talented you are. Because once again, your talent can only bring you to rooms where good character, having common sense, using common sense, having home training, self-discipline, and knowing how to do the right thing in every situation will keep you. Now factor all of what I said into the fact that there is visible proof that Ja Morant flashed a weapon 2 times, not once, but twice. And there are probably still videos and photos of it going around on the internet to this day, versus this other dude who everybody's mad that they haven't set him down yet. Well, they don't even know, like I said, if there's concrete evidence of him actually doing what they are alleging that he did. Now, before anybody gets offended and takes away the wrong message from this video, I'm not saying that this Josh guy should get off completely scot-free. What I am saying is look at the facts, look at how we've always known the world and places, once again, like the NFL and the NBA to work. Look at how and observe how, obviously, yes, of course, the odds were stacked against Ja Morant, but the mistakes that were made that cost him the consequences that he got, and why everything happened the way that it happened. But anyways, y'all let me know what y'all think and how y'all feel down in the comments below respectfully. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Y'all all have a very blessed and safe day.